What's up, guys? It's RDstar, and I'm bringing you a Clash of Clans video today. Today, I'm bringing you the 4th war recap for the clan synergy. Alright, so as you can see, we snuck this war out 42 to 40. We used all our attacks. Not our best war. You can see what they did to us here. 2-star our top guy, and then 1-star the other 3 Town Hall 10s. And then 2-starred every Town Hall 9 base. They were unable to get a 3-star on any of our bases, which was good for us. We switched to some anti-3 bases. Some of our members had, like, YouTube symmetrical bases like that, so we switched it up a little bit, went a little bit harder. Oh, they maybe got a 3 on this guy. But other than that, they only 3-starred our 2 Town Hall 8s. Other than that, they had 1 3-star. We're just going to go ahead and show a couple attacks here. The first one I want to show you guys is Bucky 24 on their number 2 guy, 72%. This was actually the war that put us over the hump and gave us our 41 and 42 stars. Bucky is just going in with a kind of like a go wee wee here. Sets earthquake spells there. Perfect spot for him, just to open up all the way into the center enclosure there. 3 golems. Sends in a bunch of wall breakers. The CC is really easy to bait out there. Loons and a dragon. Just spams the wizards and witches behind. He also has a P.E.K.K.A. that he's going to use. And just funneling everything towards the center. Very good rage spell there. Solid freeze, maybe a tad early, but it worked out in his favor. I liked it. And then his king funnels in toward the center of the base. Has his queen behind. His P.E.K.K.A. a ton of stuff left. A lot of stuff in the core, but that king's going to lock on the queen, take her out, and the town hall's going to go down really quickly here. And then basically the only worry here is getting to that 50%. But he has his queen at full health, still has his king up, bunch of wizards, witches working on the outside there, hits the 2nd star, gets 50%, and the rest is basically him just adding percentage points and more wreckage to the base. We're just going to go ahead and fast forward this last little bit just because we know that he doesn't get the 3-star, but it's a high percentage 2-star, which was a really solid attack, and this actually came with under 20 minutes to go, so it kind of propelled us and put us over the hump. Like I said, we got that 41st and 42nd star from this attack, so great job, Bucky. And once this cleanup's done, we're going to move on to a Town Hall 9 attack here. So we snuck this war out barely. We struggled a little bit on our attacks, but the other team had high walls and stuff, but their heroes and attack strategies weren't the greatest. We're going to go ahead here and go with Dan taking on 11 here. Once this loads up here, I really like this attack just because he uses 3 hounds and some loons here. Uses a couple loons right off the bat to bait out that hound. I think this was a cleanup attack, so he knew that the hound was in there. Gets a trade for that archer tower, which is nice. And then he has 1 level 4 golem here. Just going to send that down on the bottom. And the main thing here is that he wants to get that queen out of the way. Really good job of funneling. It was a pretty easy funnel just because the pathing allowed the king to go right in the center. The only problem is getting that lava hound, but he's got wizards and a queen working on it, so that shouldn't be an issue. The king's going to take a big walk kind of to the right here, which probably made him a little bit nervous at the start of the attack. The hound pops there, as you can see. He uses the king's ability, and that's going to get a lot of stuff taken on the outside part of the base. The queen's just still working on the left-hand side, but then he's going to deploy his troops there. Lava hound going in on that first air defense. Couple Teslas pop. Solid rage spell. They got the air sweeper working, so he's a little bit nervous about that. But once he gets past that, the first time pops has 2 more there on that second air defense. They're only level 6, so don't have to worry too much. A lot of balloons there. He still has 2 rage spells. That first hound pops there, and the second one's going to pop. Or he actually has 2 more. He had 1 in the clan castle, so he had 4 hounds, I believe, which is actually a smart idea. Second one's popping. He has a rage spell. He kept rage spells for the last bit of this attack, so that was a really smart idea. Really good use of the rage spells. There is some skellies there and the queen stuff, but the queen goes down to the pups there, and then the rest is basically just clean up here. Having those pups pop was a really good thing to happen. The last lava hound actually didn't even pop, so he basically wrecked the space. We're gonna fast forward. This is just a really solid attack by Dan here. I know the king didn't really funnel in towards the queen like he thought he would, but he was still able to get the 3-star. He didn't panic on his deployment. Really good job. Sometimes if you panic a little bit and don't deploy your second half of the raid correctly, it can really mess with you. But he did a good job of staying calm, and he had plenty of troops left. Maybe the only question was cleanup, but as you can see, he gets it there and gets a 3-star. And the last base that we want to look at here is Evil taking on their number 20 here. I like this. I mean, it is a drag attack, but I liked it just because lightning striking a base and taking out air defense is still viable at Town Hall 8. He baits out the CC pretty easily, and then gets that dragon over to the right hand side. And once he gets that taken care of, he's basically just mass dragging. Has 3 lightning spells. Like I said, he's going to take out an air defense, and then he should be good. Didn't really use his wizards too effectively there, so he is going to have to drop some dragons to take out that, I think it's a max dragon. I can't really tell. I'm still trying to get used to level 4, level 5. But he does have level 3, and then he's just going to use a couple drags there. Take that out pretty easily, and then the attack's going to go forward here. Just going in from kind of the right hand, lower right hand side there, just making sure he funnels his dragons well. And rages his king right off the bat. Not sure quite why, but then he has balloons in the CC as well. That's typical on an all dragon raid, just so then they target the defenses and go in towards the air defense. He uses his 3 lightning spells on the top left air defense there. And his balloons work in towards the air defense and is going to take it out pretty easily. And the rest is basically just hoping his dragons go towards some of the defenses and not kind of walk around. But with all 3 air defenses down, it's basically a GG at this point. He's got what, 2, 4, 5 dragons still up and going strong. That air sweeper is not doing anything. It's pointed out to the left hand side here. So I think at this point we're just going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. This wasn't our most solid war, like I said before, but we did squeak it out, and the win is really all that matters. We can improve on our attacks. The big thing was that any of our bases really didn't get 3-star for the Town Hall 9s, which is something that's really important. Really solid job by the Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 8s, and then obviously Bucky with that huge 2-star on their number 2 guy. So we're just going to go ahead and look at the stats real quick here. 40 attacks, 6 3-stars compared to their 3. They had more 2-stars, but it didn't really matter. And Bucky did have the most heroic attack, which is kind of cool. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you can, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Yeah.